This question sounds dramatic, almost absurd at first. Can Border Collies kill you? But if you're standing in your kitchen staring into the unblinking, laser-focused eyes of a Border Collie puppy, that thought can creep in faster than you'd like to admit. Those eyes don't look goofy or carefree. They look calculating, intent, almost intense. So let's clear the air right away. No, Border Collies are extremely unlikely to kill you. In fact, according to bite statistics and breed reports from organizations like the American Veterinary Medical Association, Border Collies almost never appear on lists of dogs involved in fatal attacks. They weren't bred to fight, they weren't bred to guard, they were bred for control, precision, and relentless focus. The American Kennel Club describes them as affectionate, eager to please, and deeply bonded to their people, not aggressive. But here's where things get complicated. Just because a dog isn't dangerous in the way people fear doesn't mean they're harmless. Border Collies don't come with malice, but they do come with instincts powerful enough to create very real safety risks, especially for families who aren't prepared. The real problem isn't whether a Border Collie can kill you. The real problem is whether they can hurt you by accident. To understand that, you have to separate statistics from behavior. When professionals analyze bites, they often use something called Dr. Ian Dunbar's dog bite scale. On that scale, Border Collies usually fall into the lowest categories: snapping, skin contact, or shallow pressure with no puncture. These aren't attacks meant to cause damage, they're corrections. That's because aggression is about intent to harm. Drive is about intent to control. A Border Collie that uses its mouth is usually trying to stop movement, redirect it, or manage chaos, not injure. But for a toddler, an elderly person, or someone who falls the wrong way, that distinction doesn't matter much. So while the answer to "can Border Collies kill you" is statistically no, the answer is absolutely yes if you overlook the realities of the breed. And that's where most new owners get blindsided. A Border Collie isn't just a pet, it's a working machine wrapped in fur. When you take a dog designed to control sheep on a mountainside and drop it into a living room full of children, toys, and unpredictable movement, you're asking for friction. Here are the 7 safety risks most owners don't recognize until something goes wrong. First, the herding nip. This is the #1 complaint among new Border Collie owners. Herding dogs move livestock by nipping heels. If there are no sheep around, your running kids suddenly look like the next best thing. These nips aren't full-force bites, but they can still be frightening. Bruising, torn clothing, and broken skin are uncommon. And because this instinct is genetic, it can't be simply trained out. It has to be redirected, usually into toys, structured games, or sports that give the dog a legal outlet. Next, high-speed collisions. Border Collies don't stroll, they dart, they weave, they run low and fast, cutting across paths like a guided missile. A 45-pound dog hitting your knees at full speed can easily knock someone over. For grandparents, anyone with balance issues, or even distracted adults, this can mean broken bones or head injuries. In many homes, the Border Collie isn't the danger, it's the trip hazard. Then there's redirected aggression. When a Border Collie locks onto something, a squirrel, a delivery truck, a moving shadow, their focus can become overwhelming. If you grab their collar in that moment, they may snap reflexively. Not out of anger, not out of hatred, but because their brain is overloaded and you suddenly became the obstacle. This kind of bite often shocks owners because it feels so out of character, yet it's well-documented response in highly driven dogs. Another overlooked risk is fear aggression caused by poor socialization. Border Collies are emotionally sensitive. Without early, positive exposure to people and environments, they can become deeply fearful. And fear is dangerous. A scared dog that feels cornered may bite because it believes it has no other option. This is why forcing a shy Border Collie to accept affection from strangers can backfire spectacularly. Then there's resource guarding. Border Collies take their tools seriously. Tennis balls, frisbees, favorite resting spots, these aren't toys to them, they're jobs. If a child reaches for an object the dog is guarding, a snap can happen fast and without warning. Resource guarding is natural behavior, but in family homes it requires management and clear boundaries. Another rare but serious concern is prey drive and something called predatory drift. Border Collies love to chase. Most of the time it's harmless, but in rare situations, a high-pitched scream or small animal running can flip a switch from play to predation. That's why supervision is critical around infants and very small pets, even with dogs that seem gentle. Finally, there's a danger most people don't expect at all: Border Collie collapse. Some Border Collies experience episodes during intense exercise where they become disoriented, weak, or unable to stand. It looks terrifying, and while it isn't aggression, a dog in that state is predictable and medically vulnerable. Pushing a Border Collie too hard, especially in heat, can lead to emergencies that traumatize both dog and owner. So how do you prevent all of this? The answer isn't fear, it's structure. Most dangerous behavior in Border Collies doesn't come from bad dogs, it comes from bored ones. Management is the first layer of safety. Baby gates, controlled spaces, crate training. These aren't punishments, they're tools. A high-energy dog gets an off switch and prevents chaos when supervision isn't possible. Exercise is next, but not just physical exercise. A 5-mile run might only make your Border Collie fitter. What actually calms them is mental work. Puzzle toys, training games, scent work. These tire the brain, not just the legs. And finally, training. 2 commands can literally save lives. A rock-solid recall, so your dog comes back instantly no matter the distraction, and leave it, so they disengage from danger before instinct takes over. So can Border Collies kill you? Almost certainly not. But they can knock you over, nip you, scare your guests, or cause injuries if their instincts go unmanaged. They aren't villains, they're brilliant, fast, obsessive workers who need direction. Live with a Border Collie the right way, and you'll have one of the most loyal, intelligent companions imaginable. Live with one unprepared, and you'll quickly learn that love alone isn't enough. The key isn't fear, it's respect. Respect their instincts, respect their energy, and respect the fact that they're dogs, extraordinary ones, but dogs all the same. Thanks for watching. Click the link in the description to get further details from our blog.